This is Hannah's favorite. Hannah and I were talking earlier. I think the shirt has caught all of us. The T-shirt.
She's here today too.
Wow.
3.
Now you sound like a mom. You sound like a mom the way you're saying this. That these are your kids.
Yeah, they are. And when they had to get on a truck and come here, our whole family was grieving because they've all been in the studio. They know all their names, and so now they're very excited because they're getting to be seen.
Wow.
By a lot of people.
A lot of folks will see
And they
this.
know that they will be seen, and that is everything.
Hannah, jump in this because you and I have been talking about this one. So
it wasn't the shirt that piqued my attention. What piqued my interest was she's looking directly at me. She's demanding you to look at her. This entire exhibit is demanding you to see it.
Yes.
And so is the woman you heard. I mean, you heard the voices over there. There are people, their siblings have died.
Yes. Yeah.
So it connects you in a humanistic way that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
That's right.
Where did you get the inspiration for the audio to pair it?
I always wanted to have an audio piece, but I also wanted to hear from them. And because we didn't interview, because I wanted it to be safe and neutral, this opportunity to be in Columbus gave me the opportunity to go find the sound component, and I found a sound artist, and he saw the paintings and he agreed to work with me. So I composed questions with his sensitivities as well, and then he went and found voices.
During your artist talk, you say they come from a place that's unprotected. And you mentioned there were some that were brought to tears because you said you would be thinking of them for years to come. What is it
And
like?
some cried because it was over, like the mourning was over.
That
But
was
I was too. It was such a beautiful shared experience.
during those moments, getting to know these individuals, what was it? Were their perspectives changed going forward?
I haven't talked to the directors, but what I've heard is that it gave them a lift. They were lifted up. They felt seen.
And that's the point.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
wow. You know, it's interesting how you change what you think about art when you talk to the person who created it, because you get an insight into the thought process, into the process, and the audio is clearly a part of this, and and it's interesting because Hannah and I, both Alabama folks, but obviously different generations, and we both are hit by little different pieces of it. Is that what you hope happens in here, that different people take different slices of this out of here?
I hope that everyone finds someone or something that they relate to, because they're meeting someone that's new. And what is it that's resonating for them, including being alone?
Perfect. Okay. We're getting close to the end. Let's go. We're going to sprint through the rest of it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you came into this after being very successful in other endeavors in life. Painting is not something you can pick up and do on a whim. It takes practice.
Yeah.
It takes,
Study.
and you studied under Bo. How
Yes.
important is Bo?
Well, Bo is amazing. I didn't know him. I knew his work, and I sought him out, and I said, do you give workshops? Are you teaching anywhere? And he said, no, I'm actually working in my studio, but come on down. Come on down, we'll paint for a couple days. So he got a local model, and we painted together for 3 days, and I learned so much.
That's the cool part. Bo learned from Andrew White. I mean, the good ones, the really good ones,
They share.
they try to pass along that
They
knowledge.
share. Yes.
Who else other than Bo have you saw
Richard Schmidt
Okay.
is collected at the National Portrait Gallery. Nelson Shanks out of
Okay.
Philadelphia. Gosh, so many. Michael Grimaldi, Mary Beth McKenzie, I
Hey.
have a lot of teachers.
Well, you have done very well. Thank you for showing us your exhibit. You have been kind enough to kind of give us an insight into this. And you know, I'll just say this, and this is the last thing I'll say about this. Come see this. This will be here through May 12th. This exhibit at the Bo Bartlett Center, downtown Columbus on the CSU River Park campus is well worth your time. And we haven't even gotten to Bo's work. I mean, you go past this and Bo has got a lot of his COVID work.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. You kind of come out of the dark and audio portion of this, and then you go into this gorgeous light.
Yeah, Bo's got a painting back down there that I love. So a number of them, but there's one, and I've got a Bo Bartlett. I'm going to try to figure out a way to get a Kate Capshaw. Thank you so much.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
This is
My pleasure.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
You totally get what all this is about. You get it.
Well,
get it.
I get it because I've been covering it and trying to tell the stories.
I know.
And I respect anybody that tries to tell the stories of the people because they're hard to tell, but they're incredibly important.
Yeah, agree.
Thank you.
Thank you.